Hello and welcome. I'm Nick.
And I'm Sara.
And this is Beyond the Closet. So, thank you for everyone that watched the first episode. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
And we're back for episode 2. So here we are. We're super excited. We're getting into some fun stuff today, like LGBTQ content, obviously. And we're going to talk about Heated Rivalry, part 1 of the book. We both have the book with us today. So we're going to be talking about that, which is a big essential, especially for this podcast.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
These two are practically the founders of the podcast. So
yep.
Other than us, they're the founders of the podcast.
And we wanted to talk a little bit about ourselves as well and kind of introduce ourselves.
Mm-hmm. You can go first.
Starting with Nick, what started your love of LGBTQ content?
That's an interesting question. So I've always kind of loved it, especially knowing that I was gay when I was like 10, 13 age, you know?
That's a hard time.
Yeah, to just like figure that out. And just like figure out what you're going to do with that and like how you're going to come out, or like if you're going to come out at that age or not, or, you know, whatever it may be. And I came out, and I wasn't going to come out in high school because that was like, to me, like that was like the scariest thing ever. So I didn't do that. And, you know, you're not at the same high school. You know why I didn't come out in high school.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was a scary school.
It was a scary school with, I mean, like, there were nice people, obviously, but there were also people that weren't very nice. And
it was a small town high school.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to be treated differently or, like, you know, anything like that. We're all equal, you know?
Yeah.
So, but when it came to what I fell in love with, like, this type of content was probably, well, knowing that I was gay, and that having shows and movies like that related to me and not just people that were straight.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, I can relate to this story this time. You know, I can relate to this person coming out. And I think actually my answer changed. The first thing that I saw that I freaking loved, and I completely forgot about it until now, and it is so good. I think I cried watching this movie, but it's Love, Simon.
That is a good movie.
And it's a book, too.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. We should read that one.
Yeah, we should. That's a good idea.
That made me, like, cry because, one, it's played by a wonderful actor who's also named Nick. His name is Nick Robinson. He was also in, like, you know, like Jurassic World and a few other movies. He's a wonderful actor. And he portrayed the character so well, and I was super happy with how he portrayed the character. And the movie was so beautiful and so well done, and it was such a perfect representation of how I felt as a kid and just growing up in general.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that that's where that definitely started. It was definitely like one of the first, but then I think it started to grow bigger when I started watching Heartstopper when that came out. And I didn't even know that was like a graphic novel or anything. I just started watching it. I was like, this is adorable. And I kind of fell in, and then it just kind of skyrocketed after that. Because then I found Red, White, and Royal Blue and Heated Rivalry and all this stuff in between. And I was just like, oh, okay. We're going down that rabbit hole, and it's okay. But yeah, that's my perspective and my story on it. And I've always loved this type of content, especially when I realized that I was gay. I was like, this is great, and I want more of this. But what about you?
I think it started in middle school when, you know, I was very religious, and small town ideals, and, you know, everything there was very hush-hush, and we didn't talk about whether or not you were gay, and if you were, then you were ridiculed. You know, bullied a lot. And, but, you know, that's what it is to live in a small town with, you know, very close-knit people who keep the same ideas and keep the same morals. And, you know, a lot of people, they admire that, and that's what they admire about small towns. But, you know, not me. And so in middle school, I was introduced to Supernatural.
I still need to watch it. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I will.
It's 15 seasons, so no worries. Yeah, it's 15 seasons, if you didn't know that.
What in the Grey's Anatomy is that?
Well, watch the first 5, and then you'll be good.
Okay. At least the first 5.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so throughout all of that show, a very particular group of those fans very much shipped Dean and Castiel together. And I was one of those people. I fell head over heels with the idea of Destiel. If you know, you know. But it is shipping Dean and Castiel together. because they were very close in the show. The actors were very close. I need to get my hands off the table. Camera is shaking.
It's okay.
It
happens.
But so as soon as I started watching the show, I became obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Favorite show of all time. I watched all 15 seasons. I started watching it when season 8 first came out. If that timeline is right, don't do the math for me, please. Don't embarrass me. And I started reading. That's how I discovered Wattpad. Mm-hmm. Wattpad was full of Destiel content. Yeah. And then after that, I was introduced to AO3.
That's Archive of Our Own, right?
Yep.
I remember that too. Actually, you know who introduced me to that? I'm pretty sure. You.
Probably.
You probably did. I'm pretty sure you did. It was either you or like someone else we went to high school with. I can't remember. But. Yeah,
but so yeah, Archive of Our Own. Mm-hmm. I had my own account. I wrote my own stuff on there. Mm-hmm. None of it was good. Don't look for it. And I then first read Twist and Shout. Mm-hmm. And if anybody knows who that story is, you will know it is tragic and heartbreaking and beautiful and wonderful all at the same time. It is just a story written by 2 teenage girls who also ship Destiel, but they wrote such an amazing, powerful book that I needed more. Mm-hmm. I needed more. So I started reading more and more fan fiction. Mm-hmm. And then I got to high school, and I started I kind of fell out of the Destiel fandom and kind of just discovered more LGBTQ books. Mm-hmm. And I think one of the first movies I ever watched was Alicia y Marcela.
Is that the one you were telling me about?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to watch that.
Yeah. If you don't know what it is, it's set in 1885. Mm-hmm. Alicia and Marcela meet and form a great friendship, this is according to Google, which grows into a forbidden love that they have to keep hidden. In 1901, Alicia adopts a male identity in order to marry the woman she loves. And this is all based on a true story.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's all based
We'll have to watch this. We'll have to watch this, and I'll have to review it.
Yep.
On here. That'd be really cool.
Yep. And it's set in Spain. Mm-hmm. It's such a beautiful story. Not tragic. It's just a beautiful, wonderful story. Mm-hmm. But then, yeah, I fell more and more in love with these stories, and I think the next one that really caught my attention and caught my absolute love, and I think I was on a plane flying home from Las Vegas, and the love of my life and one of my best friends is Alex sitting next to me, who now I'm engaged with, by the way. So in case you're wondering about my sexuality, I'm pretty straight, but I'm an ally.
She's a big ally, and we love her.
I am a huge ass ally because I started reading Song of Achilles, and I absolutely loved that book. If I could take my sweatshirt off, I would show you my tattoo that
It's beautiful.
Purchased, and
that's pretty recent too.
Yep, I just recently got it finished.
End of last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember you telling me like, look, it's finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks literally beautiful. It looks awesome.
Yeah, so I've got Achilles and Patroclus, the 2 main characters, literally embracing each other on my arm. So yeah,
great book.
Yeah,
recommend.
One of my absolute favorites as far as LGBTQ content goes.
And you introduced me to that one.
Yes, I did. I forced him to read it.
Well, it's funny. It's funny. Short story. You and I feel like we mainly bonded over this. Like, we knew what Heartstopper was and we liked it.
Yeah.
But that was one of them. But I think the big one was Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Yes.
But after that, it was this.
Yeah.
Big time.
Big
I think
time.
this, I love Red, White, and Royal Blue. Love it so much. I love all gay content, obviously. But this, for me, is number 1.
Yep.
It's so good. But anyway, Sarah gave me this book, and she was like, I think you guys know Claire. Claire and I do sibling reviews. But you guys were at Barnes & Noble or something.
Yep.
And you brought me a book home, and you were like, I just think you'd like this book. And I was just like, oh, I don't know much about,
the Iliad and the Odyssey.
Yeah, I don't know anything. And you were like, I can walk you through it. And I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, should we just read it together? Should we just do, a little book club?
Yeah.
And then we started doing that, but then like I had no idea this book was gay. Let me clarify. I had no idea. So I'm reading before I get up for a like 6:30 shift the next day because I'm trying to fall asleep. Reading helps me fall asleep in a good way, you know, because like reading is nice. It's, you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. You get my point. I'm trying to read, and then I'm like,
you get to the cave scene,
and I texted Sarah. I said, "They're gay."
And I'm just like, you didn't know that?
And I went, no, you didn't tell me anything. I was just like, I thought this was just a book about like knights and shit. Like I didn't know anything. So I was just like, that's why she bought me this. And I was just like, I love her for this. So I loved it. And you and I did book club every week.
Yeah, we were very committed.
That was one of the most committed books. And I really do think we should give that other book a try.
Yeah, we should.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
I think we should give that a try.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, that'll be good for here, too, because I love those actors, too. Those are also good. We're also talking about another book. Sorry to get sidetracked, but Fellow Travelers, Jonathan Bailey. Oh, my God. I literally have a flag of him in my room. You may have seen him in my Nick Widow videos, but if you look closely, there's a Jonathan Bailey flag in the background of some of my videos. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Top right.
Yeah. Top right. But love them, and we want to read that one as well. But Song of Achilles, I think that's when it also got stronger too after Red, White, and Royal Blue. I think it just gets stronger and stronger and stronger after everything we read. Yep. And that's why I cannot wait to read the 6 of these books by Rachel Reed.
And
sorry,
honestly,
I just stop touching the table.
No, you're good. And honestly, I really do think LGBTQ content has gotten a lot better over the years.
Yes.
Like, it's gotten a lot deeper, a lot more...
You feel more connected to these characters, too.
Yeah,
like
much better written, and, like, all of these authors are coming out into light and everything, and I think that's what's so wonderful about it, because I don't think Madeline Miller would have written her book...
I want her on this pod.
Like, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I think she wrote it now because it means something to people now, and it's a lot more well accepted. Mm-hmm. And also, I think that really sparked for a lot of creative energy in a lot of other authors in order to write LGBTQ books.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Totally get that. But yeah, I cannot wait to read more and more of these books. Like, I love reading. Just get yourself a nice... If you guys are readers or watchers or whatever you are, if you're readers, get yourself, since it's really cold out lately, I mean, here it was -16. It was really bad. Get yourself a thing of coffee, hot chocolate.
Get your heated blanket. Get your cozies. Get your stuffies.
Dim the lights. Put on, like, one of those, like, one I have, you've seen it. I have the
one
ocean,
of those water lights.
One of the ocean lights.
Oh, they're
and
so
just
fun.
Put on, like, ambience, and you're set.
You can find ambience that's directly correlated with the book in...
Like, I found a cottage one the other night, but it was with rain, and it was so good.
Yes, and there's one for the Song of Achilles too.
We used it!
Yes, we did.
We used it when we... Did I just get out of the camera shot? Whatever. We used it when we were reading it, and I remember that, and that was so much fun.
Yeah.
And that was also during the winter.
It makes the experience so much better.
You feel like you're there.
Yeah, it's really wonderful.
Just get YouTube Premium if you don't want ads, though.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, we love these books, and we love these movies and shows, and we just wanted to share our stories of how... Well, oh my gosh, I didn't cut you off or anything. Were you...
No, you're good.
You were done or whatever?
I think so.
I didn't want to I was like, oh my god, did I cut you off? Oh my god. I'm a habit of cutting people off. You would know if you've seen sibling reviews. But I just feel... I just feel so connected to these books, and we just wanted to tell you guys how it all started for us. So thank you for that. And now we are going to get into our Heated Rivalry book review part 1, because they're split into, I don't know how many parts it's split into. Do you know?
3.
3? So we're going to review each part, and then after we're done with Heated Rivalry, Tough Guy is the next book. Right? Is that what we were planning on doing?
Yes.
Tough Guy?
Yes.
Yeah, Tough Guy would be the next book, and then we'll get through them all. And we'll read and then after Heated Rivalry, we'll review Heated Rivalry, the full book. Right now, we're just going to break it down in each part and then review it. So we're going to go ahead and get into that right now. So we're going to review part 1 of Heated Rivalry.
Yep.
The ones that started this podcast, pretty much. Like we said.
The founders.
The founders. Love them so freaking much. Okay. Yeah, I understand.
I'm
I
sorry.
understand. No, I love them both. I love them both so freaking much.
They're so cute, and the artwork is so cute.
I love the artwork. It's
and the
beautiful.
fact that you can see his chain there too is
I
so
know.
cute.
That made me so happy. Okay, so we're gonna. Ooh. Also, these are the bookmarks that Sarah and I made.
Oh yes.
This one's mine. It just says Hollander, and
This
it's just
one,
Jersey.
yeah.
I don't know if you can see them from here, but that one's Sarah's. I designed these, and then her and I made these together.
Oh,
made the
yes.
Tassels. We made the tassels together, and then I made this.
I made my tassel says, "Okay, I'm done," because that's the end of the speech.
Mm-hmm.
I just needed to point that out
Yes.
because it's so cute.
It is adorable. So,
Okay,
Part 1. So part 1, we opened in Montreal when I didn't realize it was going to do a prologue, but it did the prologue of like them like already not being together, but like, you know, they were seeing each other. Do you remember that?
How the
like-
book starts?
Yeah, it's like
Oh yeah, the prologue is October 16th in Montreal.
October 2016.
October of 2016.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. And that's them. They had already known each other.
Yep.
And they're already doing stuff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's kind of funny throughout this whole in the series, you don't really get to hear this because you're not in their minds. But in the book,
There's so much more.
there's so much more. And you know, throughout after every encounter that they have, they're each like, we need to call this off. We need to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Like the next this. Time
It's
was the
mainly
last time.
Shane.
It's mainly Shane.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know he still thinks that he's straight or bisexual or
He
whatever.
doesn't know.
Because at the very beginning of this part, he has a girlfriend. I think name is
Yes!
Jessica.
I want to say her name's Jessica on the show. I don't know if we have the name in the book.
Maybe not. It doesn't matter.
I don't know
It's
yet.
a girl. But so he has.
You did not mean it like that. This is a gay podcast.
Hey, it's my own gender, okay?
No,
Oh.
no. I know what you meant. I was just giving you shit about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't think they named it. But after that, it cuts to quite literally the beginning of the show. Him trying to smoke the cigarette outside, and he's like, "You shouldn't be smoking."
Yep.
That's literally how it starts, and that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And I love that they started with that and not the prologue
Yes.
in the show. I think that worked well
because
that's what makes it. That's when it comes to book and movie adaptations. There's always gonna be differences, and that's what makes each one super special in its own way.
Yeah, because the prologue is there for you to really get hooked onto the book.
Right.
Whereas in the TV show, you know, you have to keep watching,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get to the really good parts.
The smutty parts. Yes, exactly. So the prologue happens, which was great. I really liked that. That was awesome. And then it goes into part 1. And the part 1 is them, you know, meeting when he's introducing himself, and he's just like, you know, and literally another one of the things I love about this is that it's so funny that they ripped exact words from this book and put them in the show.
Oh, I know.
Which was, "Good luck at the tournament," he said. Ilya accepted the handshake and grinned. "You will not be so friendly when we beat you."
Yeah.
That's not happening.
Doesn't he do a good accent?
What kind of a bird makes noise like that?
Stupid
Ooh,
Canadian wolf
Stupid
bird.
Canadian wolf bird.
So good. Oh, I love it.
But yeah, they rip words from the book and put them. I love it when then adaptations do that, and it's amazing.
Oh, my favorite part is because this is the part that's not in the show.
Yeah.
Is when he's talking to his mom right afterwards, and his mom
like,
asks, "What is
"What's
he like?" Kind of a dick.
Well,
I mean, first impressions, you know.
yeah. I mean, it's great, and I love that. And then it goes to. It's crazy. I keep forgetting that it goes from like year to year.
Yeah.
And I keep forgetting about that.
Or like different parts of the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, you know, chapter 2, they are in they're shorter chapters too, because it's just like, I think chapter 2 when they're at the gym. Oh no, that's when they're getting their jerseys because they just made the teams.
Yep. And then you have to go through the ad that Ilya
That was
put together.
so funny.
That was great. Because then you're going through the ad that they actually put together, and it's after the ad that they're in it's the gym scene. The shower and then the gym scene. No.
Oh, wait. I think
it's the shower scene. The gym scene is...
This is the gym scene.
Yes.
I think this is the gym scene. Yeah, this is the gym scene. What a fucking day, huh? Yeah, because this is when they just got their teams and they're in the gym. And Shane's kind of like, why am I, like, attracted to him?
Yeah, like, why am I feeling this way? I've never felt this way before. But, you know, he had been questioning his relationship with...
If we get the timelines wrong, though, just... I'm sorry.
It's a long timeline. It's a hard one to follow.
But it's great.
It is.
It's a great timeline.
Good.
But yeah, I think that was the gym.
Yeah, and you know, he's had relationships with girls before, but as he describes them in the book, you know, it was always like it wasn't really anything more than he couldn't connect with them on an emotional level. He couldn't relate with them. And every time he had a sexual encounter with a girl, it was very like he actually tried to imagine it was a guy. Yeah. Not a girl. Yep. Because for him it didn't do
work.
Anything. It didn't work.
Exactly. Okay. And then this was when it starts with... We're just going through the chapters, y'all. Bear with us. I mean, this is the way we want to review it, so this is how we're going to review it.
Yeah, suck it.
But Ilya watched the red glowing numbers on his hotel alarm clock flick from 11:56 to 11:57. This is New Year's Eve.
Okay.
And this is when they're all celebrating, and he couldn't stop thinking about the hockey player with freckles. You know how he always says that?
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's just...
Stupid, beautiful freckles.
Yeah, stupid, beautiful freckles. And they are just, you know, I don't think they had texted yet. I don't think they have each other's numbers yet. Yeah, it's just them, like, starting to, like, be mean to each other. Like, are you starting to get tired of second place? And then, like, I'm winning this game. There is not an I in team, right? There is a T and there's an I and suck my dick. And, like, they're just feuding.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
Yeah. They're just, like, friendly banter and, like, Shane is definitely like, fuck off, Rosanov.
But he's like, but also like, fuck me.
Yeah. Like, I want to know what it's like when you fuck me. Can you give an example, please?
He's just like, I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
And then it gets into summer, and they're talking about doing the CCM commercial. I think that's what it was. Like the endorsement.
Sure. I'm not sure what CCM is.
I think it's a company.
A hockey company of some sort?
I think it's like the gear company.
Okay.
I want to say, guys, leave us alone. If you're judging it, like, fuck
Alex.
off. Fuck off. In the nicest way possible. Fuck off. We love you guys, though. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyway, you know, we're gonna go around that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, these chapters are phenomenal, and I love them so much.
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna put this back in because I remember what happens now.
Yep.
But there's the locker room scene. One of the best parts. Oh my gosh. The way it's described, can I please read it?
Yeah,
like,
please.
It's just so...
As you read it for the audience, I'm going to look these questions.
Okay, but listen to what I'm saying, though.
Yes, I will.
Because I played I read it out loud to Claire, and she was just like, what? And she just started laughing. Cause it's smut! It's great. Smut is the best thing to exist when it comes to books.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was just... Oh my gosh. I'm trying to find it, but I think it was I don't remember which chapter it is.
Which scene is it?
The shower scene. When they're in the... So it's after It's after the CCM commercial. Or whatever that's called. I think it's after they're giggling. And they couldn't keep each other serious. Oh, wait. It tasted like skin. We're getting there. Oh, here we go. With shaking hands, he pulled Rosanov's jeans and briefs down and lined up his mouth with his thick, rigid cock. He took a breath and very carefully pressed his tongue onto the head. Yes, Hollander. Anyway, great book. We love smut.
Yeah, thank you, Rachel Reed.
Yes, you're so talented. Honestly, we love you so much. I start crying.
Love to have you on this pod.
For real, we would love to have you. No, for real, we would.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely. Like, I would love to have you
I have
on.
so many questions and so much insight that I would love.
We love you so much. Anyway, we love you, Rachel. And we love you, Hudson, Connor, Robbie, Francois, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob, anyway. So, yeah, those are great chapters. And I think part 1 was so good because it was setting up this entire 10-year story from what we've seen in the show so far. And I just think it was so well done because it ends... I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to wrap up the part 1 section. I want to keep it, brief as I can because, a lot does happen. But it ends with them in Vegas being a little mad at each other.
Yep.
And that happens in the show as well. He's like, what are you doing? Because Rosanov comes on to him. He's like, what are you doing? People could be around. He's like, they're not. And he's like, we don't know that. Mm-hmm. And then they get mad at each other. And then Ilya goes back to Russia and he goes back home. And it's just, I think that's the end of part 1. Oh, so Sarah has some questions that we get to answer for this. So let's go ahead and get into it. What do you got?
Okay. So, the slow burn element. Mm-hmm. The book is noted for its slow burn romance, which unfolds over a decade.
Quite literally.
What moments in the first part of the book stood out to you as a pivotal in shifting their dynamic from rivals to something more?
Are you asking me this?
Yep.
It's a little hard to answer that when I know that I've watched the show already.
I think it was the Las Vegas scene.
But it was that. It was that, and it was the, just the first chapter of just them knowing, hey, you will not be so nice when we beat you. That's not happening. That just kind of started it all. And I kind of just knew that it was going to, unfold, very slowly but surely, in a way. And then the Vegas scene happened, and I was like, okay, they're, mad at each other, but not really. They just are mad that they can't be with each other. That is why they were mad. Do you know what I mean?
This next question is a beautiful question.
Are these all for me, or just, they can be. It's up to you.
They can be.
We could do, questions for each other each.
That would be nice.
That'd be fun.
Next time.
Okay. You heard it here first.
So... both Shane and Ilya build emotional walls to protect themselves.
Yeah.
They're both very vulnerable.
Yes.
In the early stages, who's more vulnerable?
Shane.
Any specific moments?
Literally, Shane is just... I relate to Shane so much because, he's always been... He's never really shown his vulnerableness. I don't know if that's a word, but you know what I mean. He's never really shown it out loud, but he shows it so much in his head, especially in the books, of just, how scared he is.
Yeah.
Scott does it too in Game Changer.
Oh, that's so true.
And Kip does. They all have the way of being vulnerable, and it's just hard for them. But I feel like Shane has shown it the most just because, he shows his panic attacks, his anxiety, how scared he is. And he's just getting really scared and upset. And he doesn't know what's going to happen. So I feel like Shane has shown most of that so far from what I've seen.
Yeah. And we don't really get a whole lot of scenes of just Shane alone. Mm-hmm. To his own thoughts. Mm-hmm. And, we do more so in the book, but it's still, we don't get to see him sitting in his hotel room, having a panic attack, not knowing how to confront Ilya about, hey, we need to end this.
Yeah.
Because that never happens. Yeah, he does. He
doesn't know how to admit that out loud.
Yeah, and he doesn't know how to admit out loud how he actually feels, because he truly, up until later in the book, he believes that this is wrong. Still wrong.
He's just it's dangerous, as he says. Yeah. It's dangerous. Those were the words he used.
That's true.
Which is crazy because it's scary, it's hard, and I totally get his point of view. It is scary. It's scary because you don't know how people are going to react. You don't know how your parents are going to react. You don't know how your friends are going to react. All that jazz.
Yep. Then we'll end it on a funny one, because we'll just do 3 questions.
Yeah, 3's good.
Were there any specific early scenes or exchanges of dialogue that were your favorite? Why did they resonate with you? And this is favorite moments in banter.
Okay, in the book?
Yep.
Okay, so I definitely I just love the quote, you will not be so nice when we beat you. And he's just smoking a cigarette. Yeah. It's just so funny. And it's hilarious because Shane's just so what?
Yeah.
Oh,
and he
you're going to be mean about it? And he's just that's not happening. Yeah.
He kind of chuckles because at the very beginning of that conversation, Ilya doesn't know Russian very well. Mm-hmm. And so...
You mean
not
English.
He doesn't know English.
Yeah,
very well.
his English. Yeah,
and
he's
so
still learning.
He's kind of like putting words together in his head, and he's just like, yes, okay, and then says a full sentence like that, and Shane is just kind of taken aback, and he's just
whoa.
like, oh, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, watch, and then it happened.
Yeah,
and that's why it's just kind of funny. And then he was like, see you at the final, or see you at the whatever the hell it was called. And I just thought that was funny because I just love the quote. I have so many favorite Ilya quotes, and then I have really fun Shane quotes. I like, you will not be so nice when you beat you. And then, you will not be so nice when we beat you. And then, what kind of a bird makes noise like that? And then, I love Shane when there's like...
Fuck Hollander.
That's a good one too by Ilya. Fuck Hollander. And then the Shane one is, you suck my dick. And then you're just like...
Oh, that entire exchange is my favorite.
In the bathroom?
Oh my god, it was so
in the
funny.
show, yeah.
In the show and in the book too. It's
I haven't
just
gotten
like,
there yet, but
like, do you want me to
No.
get down on this dirty floor and suck your dick? And
he's like, please. Yeah.
And then at the very end of it, throughout that whole tension, Illy just goes, no, we will enjoy this party.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go back out there in our seats. And then once we are waiting and waiting at the very end of the night, then maybe I'll knock on your door.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just like,
Yeah, it's like, it's so sexy. I love it. It's so sexy and it's so smutty. It's beautiful. It's amazing, and I just can't wait for more. I cannot wait for more. It's so good. And we will see you guys next week for episode 3 of Beyond the Closet.
Thank you.
Thank you, and have a great week, you guys.